In my experience, addiction is never a choice. And in my opinion, if you get through the other side of it, not only are you a survivor, but you're a warrior. And before I go into that, if you want to help the channel, or if you've been helped by any of the videos that I've made over the years, please donate the price of a coffee to the link in the description, the Ko-fi link in the description. It just will help me move the channel onwards to its next stage and hopefully reach and help perhaps a few more people. And thank you to all those who've already done that. It's so much appreciated. So addiction. It really annoys me when I hear people say, and people have said it to me and made the comments to me, you know, it was your choice. It was your choice you're addicted. It's your choice you're an addiction. You choose to those behaviours. And I get really angry around it because I've talked and met many thousands of addicts and alcoholics over the years. And obviously, I've suffered from this illness myself for many, many years. And I know fundamentally there's no choice involved. Do you really think that you would want or choose to lose all your dignity, honesty, self-respect, self-love, self-esteem, that you choose to hurt those you love most, that you choose to hurt yourself in the way you do, that you choose to have every fibre of your being craving the substance of your choice, and that you would literally do anything to get hold of that substance, steal from those you love, steal from anybody, just to satisfy that craving, that your every waking moment and thought is around that substance and getting it into your body to stop yourself being violently ill. Do you really think anyone would choose that behaviour? Addiction normally revolves, but it's very complex. I don't for a minute know all the causes and reasons why people become addicted. But what I do know, and in my experience, and my own experience, is that a lot of the time it's based in pain or trying to escape pain. And that pain may well be emotional, physical, spiritual pain. It may be horrible traumas from childhood and experiences that you've had in childhood, or traumas that have happened later on to you in life. It could be grief, it could be PTSD. You could suffer from extreme anxiety and depression. All of these horrible illnesses that are happening behind the scenes that push you towards wanting to escape that reality, if you like, and wanting just a moment's respite from that pain. And you turn often to a substance and use or behaviours that you will then crave to take away that pain. It will always end in negative consequences, but you'll always become obsessed and crave again and go back round and round in that circle. And there'll always be negative consequences, and thus addiction happens, and then dependence happens, which is another subject. And I have subjects on the videos on the channel around dependence. Then it becomes a whole different ball game. When dependence happens, then you're not escaping that reality as such anymore. What you're trying to do is just stay well. And your body is craving every 2 to 3 hours to stop yourself being violently ill, that substance. And that's, people say you choose that existence. I mean, that's rubbish. I mean, fundamentally, to get out of addiction, any addiction, first of all, if you're watching these videos or any videos like these, or you've made any attempt to ask for help, or you want out, then in my opinion, you are a survivor. You want to survive. You want another chance at life. You want to get through this. Because I have had many friends who haven't gone out and looked for help, who haven't wanted to get out of the mess that they're in, and they're dead. It's as simple as that. I have 2 people I know who committed suicide. I have people I know that have had overdose and died. I have people that I know have died from alcoholic illness, liver disease, you know, and the list goes on and on and on. But there are those of us who want to make the change, who fundamentally want another crack at life, if you like, who are, in my mind, survivors. And you have to be a survivor and you have to be a warrior, because it's going to take every ounce and fibre of strength and will that you have inside of you to get out the other side of this. There's no doubt about that. But my God, is that journey worth it? Is that, you know, is getting through that worth it? And also fundamentally, you have to heal the issue that's driven you there in the first place, because, you know, you probably all know what that issue is. You all know what that pain is that you're running from or trying to escape. For some, it's simple is the wrong word, but it's as much as that you have had very low self-esteem and low confidence, and you wanted to, you know, you've wanted to be accepted by people because you've been very lonely and isolated, and you've used that substance or just to give yourself more confidence and become accepted, and that's become the crutch to escape those uncomfortable feelings. It could be as simple as that. But that's still pain, or it could be as horrible as the childhood trauma I've talked about, or the trauma you've had in adulthood that I've talked about. In which case, then you know you need to go and seek professional help, because as sure as eggs is eggs, it's not the substance that is the issue here. It's what's going on in there that's the issue. And you need to work on solving those things that have driven you towards addiction. But please don't let anyone tell you that it's a choice that you have made, because you haven't chosen the shit you're in at the moment. I know I consider myself to be, you know, a fairly intelligent sort of person who had some really good opportunities in his life. I certainly didn't choose the path that I took along the road that led me to almost me ending my life. You know, I didn't choose any of that. I didn't choose to hurt those I loved, or go the way I did, or lose everything, as I eventually did lose everything. But it's all coming back into my life again now, because I promise you that if you seek help, if you go to your peer groups, you know, you need to seek help. And if you're now wanting to make the change, and if you grasp at it, you know, you will get there if you want it badly enough. But you have to want it, you have to work at it, and you have to become uncomfortable and step out of your comfort zone. There's no point in pissing around or pussyfooting around and thinking that it's all going to be handed to you on a plate, because it isn't. But what I will say is, if you put that work in, then the rewards are greater than you would have ever imagined. And I've had everything come back into my life again. The rewards are unimaginably good, you know, but they don't just land in your lap. You have to work every second of the day for them, you know, and it's every day. You don't get a day off from recovery from addiction. It's something you have to work on forever, you know, and then eventually it becomes habitual, obviously. But you need to solve those issues in the past. You know, it's simple as that. Or solve them is the wrong problem. You need to address them, and you need to come to terms with them. You forgive in some cases, forgive yourself in some cases, forgive other people in some cases. But you need to come to terms with those issues so you don't have to try and escape them again, or whatever you've driven you to. You know, you need to work on whatever driven you into addiction in the first place. So if it's your self-esteem, then you need to work on your self-love. You need to stop seeking approval. You need to become your own person and realize that you're unique, you know, and you're special and you're wonderful and you're an amazing person, because you all are out there. And you're all warriors and you're all survivors. So keep on fighting. Never, never give up. I didn't, and it's paying off now, you know, so please don't give up. Click the link in the donation in description in the Ko-fi if video's been helpful for you, and subscribe to the channel. Carpe diem. Much love to you all. Good luck in your fight. Stay strong and keep fighting, my friends. Bye-bye.